Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video of ours. Today we're going to take you through the advanced spine routine that you can follow along. We will need, or you will need, some kind of dowel or stick, and in best case also resistance band or TheraBand. Okay, so that's what we're going to use, and let's get started. So before we start with our 5 exercises today, we want to get our spine moving, grooving, warm it up a little bit, loosen it. And we're going to do that with the dowel, and we're going to work through flexion, extension, lateral flexion, and rotation. So you're going to start in a forward fold, so basically in flexion, with the arms overhead. And then from here, you're going to go into a side bend and working through rotation while in that side bend, trying to get that stick to the side, vertical, and then into extension, glutes engaged, trying to push your chest out, and then other side lateral flexion into rotation and forward fold, and then just three reps in one direction and 3 in the other. So it's not about building a lot of tension, it's about finding your end range of motion and moving your spine. And in this case, not only your lumbar spine, but you also, as you go into extension, you want to move that cervical and thoracic spine, so push the chest out. Then here, try to feel the stretch on the entire lateral side. Try to go as deep as you can. Again, lateral stretch, entire side. Beautiful. Chest out. Again, nice stretch. And then just feel your spine moving. Great. And then we're going to attach our resistance band to the dowel.
Yes.
For some side bend work, for lateral flexion of the spine. And with lateral flexion, we also have our core coupled with that. And you probably don't see that right now, but he's putting he's attaching the band to his ankle so that when he puts the dowel overhead, he has some kind of tension, okay? And then the further you are in a straddle position, the more tension you create, the more you stand straight, the less tension the band has, and the easier it is for you to go into that lateral flexion. So start with a narrower stance, and then if you feel it's too easy, you can still go into a wider straddle. So push overhead, and then with that, keep your hips square, so don't push them out. You want to keep them square, glutes engaged, and then go into that side bend. Feel this stretch here, and try to contract your lateral, like your obliques, and try to go with the spine into as much lateral flexion as you can. Hold for a second and come back up. Beautiful. 5 repetitions, slow and controlled. Always keep your hips in line and square. You don't want to move with the hips. You want to use your spine, okay? So you feel an opening on this left side here and a closing and contraction on the right side. Beautiful. And then try to reach a little bit further into that lateral flexion each rep. And 1 more, and then we're going to switch sides. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Other side, just have to attach the band onto the other side or the other leg. And then you're going to do the same thing. So arms overhead, deep breath in into lateral flexion to the left. Again, hips square. Try to not tilt them. Keep them directly over your feet. And then find the stretch. Try to just squeeze out a little bit more flexion. Nice. 3 more to go. Two more, and again we're going to guide you through a full round of these exercises, and if you want to, you can add another round afterwards. Nice. So last one. Yes. Great. now we can get rid of these things. We don't need them right now. Since this is an advanced class or advanced follow along routine, we're going to add some little extras today, and now we're going to go from basically a sissy squat into spinal extension. So you can use anything like, you can use your couch, you can use a chair, you can even use a black roll if you want to have some kind of feedback for your extension and for your depth. Okay, so we're going to go onto the ground and then place the object of your choice behind you. You can use the first rep as a test. Basically, you're going to go into an active hero position, and then instead of just folding down like this with a straight back, you're now going to arch your back. So you're trying to keep hip extension, at the same time push the lumbar spine out, the hips out, chest out, and then you're going to try to hit that, nice, yeah, object of your choice. Okay, so you can easily use something higher or something lower. So 5 repetitions here.
Yes.
If you're still trying to figure out your depth, then just pause the video and join in later. Okay, deep breath in, core engage, glutes engage, push out with the chest, belly button out, and then nice. Touch the object, back. Rep number 2. Nice. So instead of thinking to lean back with the hips, your initial thought is to just get into that really nice extension of the back and trying to hit the object without moving the hips a lot, okay? So your thought is to push the hips out and the spine into extension, as if you would only try to use the spine and not your hips at all. Nice. Number 4. Back, last one. The more sets and repetitions you do, the better it'll feel in terms of depth and control. Great. So these were the first 2 exercises.
Yes.
And we're now going to go into segmented cat camel.
Great. So next exercise is segmented cat camel. So good for overall spinal health, body awareness, where to actually engage muscles to really segment each vertebra at a time. So that's very important for complete spinal health. So for the start, we're gonna do 2 full repetitions. 1 full repetition is 1 full flexion to full extension. Yeah, she's doing it fast now, and back. So that would be 1 repetition, but we're gonna do it as slow and as controlled as possible. And really, really feel your spine. Don't rush things here. Try to feel each vertebra moving. Okay, so let's start in full flexion. Make sure your arms are straight, your shoulders are above your wrists, your hips are above your knee. So, full tension, squeeze your glutes, and we start at the lumbar spine here. Going slowly in extension here, the rest of the spine stays in flexion. Let's start, slow and controlled. So this is also a very good partner exercise. I can guide her through this rep by just walking with my fingers the spine up. You see her thoracic spine still stays in flexion. She's fighting for more extension in the lumbar area. Now the teal junction. She's really fighting for it. Teal junction now the start of the thoracic spine. Make sure you're not going into scapular retraction, so you're not falling into that scapula to fake more extension. Beautiful. Push your chest to the ground. Elbows are staying straight. And the cervical spine. Beautiful. Beautiful extension. From here, back. Halfway done. Only cervical spine. Now the start of the thoracic spine. Push. Don't go into scapular protraction. Only your spine pushes up to the ceiling. The rest of the spine stays in extension. Push. Push against the finger. As a partner, you should feel it. Beautiful. Up. Up. Lumbar spine is in action now. up. And as you reach the lumbar spine, the end, squeeze your glutes, PPT. This was 1 rep. Let's do the second one. Remember, this is the last one, so really fight and do it as best as you can, slow and controlled. This would be a little bit harder if you would do it alone, as the fingers of your partner gives the person who is doing this exercise a little bit more feedback on where we are right now. So here again, thoracic spine, make sure your scapulas are not doing too much here. And walking up slowly. Half rep is done now. Great job. Come on. And last time back. Cervical spine first, so chin on the chest. And up. Push up. Thoracic spine, really suck the chest in. Push your thoracic to the ceiling again. Teal junction now. Push, push, push. Lumbar spine starting. Push more, and tuck your pelvis, squeeze your glutes. Beautiful. This is really hard, good job. 2 reps, crazy hard here. It seems like so little, right? So little work, but it's really hard if you really focus with your mind-muscle connection where you are. And we highly recommend you doing this with a partner, because it's, especially if you do it the first time, a little bit faster for the learning process, right?
It is a lot harder for the person doing it.
Yes.
But it's also easier in terms of controlling the spine.
And understanding where you are right now. Great. So, next exercise, it's not gonna go get easier, are some rotations for the spine. We're gonna do the rotations in a lunge position.
Yeah.
And obviously, don't forget, if we do spinal rotation, there are abdominal work, or there is an abdominal work involved. So we're gonna work on side obliques here as well. So where's the band? Here. Great.
So if you have something to attach the band to, you don't need a partner. I just don't have anything to attach it to.
Of course, genau. Great. So I'm holding the band, and if I think this is too easy for her, I can manipulate it quite a bit and do it a little bit short and make it a little bit shorter and harder for her. So let's go in this position, side lunge. Her front foot is rotated out and showing to the ceiling, and her core is tight, glutes are engaged, arms are straight. And before you start, take a deep breath and then start the rotation. Go only as far as you can and still holding the tight core. First rotation, we're gonna do 5. Second one here, strong core, but also think about your spine. So our intention is not our abdominal area, our intention is the spine. So feel the spine rotating. Let's go, 4th rep. Slow and controlled. Take a deep breath before you start and pull. Great. She's gonna do another one, great. And switch the side. Awesome. Again, front foot is facing to the wall, to the door. And from here, take a deep breath and pull. Great. 1, 2. Breathing is very important here. Take a deep breath before you start, then exhale when you're right at the finish. Great. Great. One more. Beautiful. So 5 reps on each side. Such a good exercise, not only for your abdominal area, for your side obliques, but also to control the rotation of your spine and to increase the strength of your spinal rotation. So last but not least, this is a very hard one, and we have also a regression for this for all of you who are not quite there yet. So it's gonna be it's gonna start in the squat position. So yeah, let's start in the squat position, and from that squat position, the easiest variation would be reaching back, pushing up into extension, pushing the hips up and going back into the squat position. Other side, reaching back and opening up. So full spine goes into extension, pushing the hips up, glutes are engaged, beautiful. This is the easiest variation. Second easiest would be doing it on a couch or an elevated surface. Let's imagine we have here a couch and she would do it there, okay? So do that before this last variation. We're gonna do 5 reps again. So really make sure to check out your strength and your flexibility of your back before you choose a variation, right? So let's start. From a squat position, reach back, push up, and try to go in a bridge as good as you can and rotate onto the other side. You see her wrist also rotates. If you're not rotate your whole arm and your wrist, you're not gonna come on the other side. So second rep, full bridge, and rotate out into the squat position. Awesome. Third rep. Great. Push your hips up and back into the squat. 2 more to go. Great job. Rotate your whole arm, your wrist, push into the full bridge and back. This is awesome. Let's do 1 more. Push the hips up, glutes are fully engaged. Great. And to the other side. Awesome. Great. So this was the last exercise. Hope you enjoyed it. Great work. And if you want to learn more about how to implement mobility training into your daily life or into your strength training, then book your free call, your free session with us. We're gonna work something out for you that really helps you and to get you the results you want, you crave for, right? Yeah. You desire so much, and we want to get you the best out of yourself. And thanks for watching. If you want more, then subscribe, like the video, and check out our other videos, and we'll see you in the next one.